more than 50 years ago, a great man was assassinated simply because he fought to eliminate injustice, segregation, and racism. You see, the descendants of slaves in America were not granted the normal rights of all human beings. Slavery was, among other things, the intentional, systematic abuse of black people in every imaginable and unimaginable way. It was socially constructed by a wicked power structure. It was then normalized, protected, and tyrannically enforced by the policies of this country. Dr. King, however, was successful in bringing oppression to the forefront of the consciousness of this nation, and he did it peacefully. His work caused the enactment of legislation which guarantees the rights of black people in America. His marches are etched in this nation's history and can never be removed. So true is this that many of our streets, our roads, our bridges, and other monuments honor his memory by bearing his name. And though slavery was said to be abolished more than 100 years ago, America and the world are now at an impasse like never before. We are halted at the street names, the bridges, the monuments, the museums, and the brief pages of our history books, which are dedicated to Dr. King and his movement. Since Dr. King's assassination, we have endured 52 years without a prophetic vision, while black people have continued to be executed, beaten, brutalized, jailed, and imprisoned at such an astounding rate that it's almost unbelievable. All this in spite of laws that are supposed to protect us. The latest execution was our brother George Floyd. We are heartbroken. We are angry. We have marched in peaceful protest again. We are tired. But meetings and marches have already happened in the past. Legislation has already been signed. Police reforms are here as they were in the past, and yet oppression is still raging. Racism is still present, and the system continues to produce results like the tragic and brutal murder of George Floyd. We can, we shall, we must stand in solidarity, resisting not only this injustice done to George Floyd, but all oppression. And then we must move forward in the same spirit and burden of Dr. King. Thank God for the past sacrifices. We can, we must learn from the past. We may even use the past to propel us into a better future. However, we cannot live in the past. We cannot engage in now outdated strategies when wickedness has transformed. But if we all, black men and white men, women and children of every ethnicity, refuse to be divided and stand together, if we will not point our fingers at one another, if we will not condescend to argue over positions of leadership and false agendas, if we will realize that there is a cause which is greater than all of us and then stand together in solidarity, we can be a beacon of hope for the people of this nation and all of the world. And then at last, we we can see together, once and for all, the overthrow of all oppression.